You know, I had a somewhat of a debate with a fellow subscriber. It wasn't through comments or nothing like that. You know, he sent me a personal message, and they had a disagreement on something that I had spoke about. And just like I said before, I don't have a problem with people voicing their opinion or coming with a different perspective. I have absolutely no problem with that. As long as it's done in respect. And the brother came at me with respect. He had a disagreement on something I said, and he had a different point of view. And he said his piece, I said my piece, and we left it at that. But the reason I'm mentioning that is because it made me think about YouTube beefs and a lot of the beefs that go on between the black community just within our regular lives or here on YouTube. And if you notice, YouTube beefs always get a lot of views. People love to see animosity between people and arguing and chewing each other out. People love to see that. But I think with the black community here on YouTube, it's a lot more dangerous for us because we already have a lot of things that are coming against us and that are trying to pretty much break us apart. And when we go against each other in a disrespectful way, or you have a character that doesn't know how to speak and get their point across without saying motherfucker or fuck you, or creating a false channel, or bringing out self-hatred issues. When you have people like that, it really tears us up from the inside out. And it really just it made me want to do this video, and talk about how we need to really watch how we come at people. Like I said before, we're not going to always agree on everything. We all have different upbringings, different lifestyles, and we come from different backgrounds. And, we're all not going to see eye to eye on everything, but I think it has to be a mutual ground. Like, hey, you might think stuff should be done in this method, I might think stuff should be done in another method, but the common ground is to get this accomplished and create a better society for our people. And it's just it's ridiculous when you have black YouTubers that just go at each other for bullshit. It can be over something stupid or somebody just saying a smart ass comment. But if you notice, a lot of the videos that where you have YouTubers beefing with each other, they're up in the thousands. I can remember when I had some YouTube confrontations on here, and I would get a lot of views from. On the average, depending on what I'm talking about, I'll get between maybe 200 or sometimes a little higher in that views. It really just depends on what I'm talking about. But because I've changed somewhat of the direction of my channel, I know that my views will have gone down. And then, you have YouTube taking away subscribers and not really giving you the credit you deserve, especially if you're not a partner on here. But that's a whole nother video. But if you notice with a lot of these beefs, there's always a few people that are kind of playing both sides. What they'll do is they'll come to your channel and say, oh yeah, such and such this, yeah, F that person, blah, blah, blah. Then they'll go to their channel and say, yeah, forget that person over there, forget knowledge, F him, yeah, he don't know what he's talking about. You have people who play both sides. And what they're doing is they're keeping the fire going. They don't want, especially the black YouTubers, which we really don't need to be fighting on here, considering the things that we deal with, but they keep the fire going so that there can continuously be animosity, whether it's between two brothers, two sisters, or the classic black man versus black woman stuff that goes on here. And I see it all the time. I remember when you had what was that, the Vice show and Tommy. I would see characters comment on Tommy's video and say, yeah, you right, man, yeah, he doing this. Then they'll go on the Vice show and say, yeah, Tommy don't know what he talking about. And I'm like, wait a minute, didn't I just see this joker on Tommy's channel, Rue No More? Now he's on this person's channel and Rue. So it's like, it's really ridiculous. And I could call some of these people out, but I don't even really like to get involved with a lot of this stuff. But it's just, we really gotta wake up out here. But also, granted, there are people who say certain things, people who just like to egg on things and create a lot of destruction. And you do have to check them. You know, I'm not anybody that I've beefed with here on YouTube or I made a video about. I don't take it back. I don't take the context in which I addressed it back. I don't take any of it back because I think about what I'm going to say and why I'm doing the video when I do address someone in particular. So, you know, I don't take any of it back because you do have those situations where you have to address things. You can't sit back and play as if it's not there. You have to address it. But I think it's all about us picking and choosing our battles. You can't cuss every person out who says something slick to you. And that's here on YouTube or just in your regular day life. You know, I've been called all type of names. Or, you know, something simple like driving down the road. You got an asshole honking you down because the light just turned green and you took more than 1 second to start driving again. So, you know, it's just assholes everywhere and people who are going to frustrate you, but you have to pick and choose your battles. You can't go against everybody and every ignorant person out here because you'll be stressed out. You'll be frustrated. So, you know, that just, when I had the conversation with the brother, you know, we talked about everything. It wasn't no beef or nothing. You know, he just had a different point of view. And that's the way it should be. You know, whether it's through comments or it's through a personal message or even, you know, for you guys that exchange your personal numbers out here. Everything has to be done in respect. And I think when we start doing things in respect and we start listening to how things come across, we will get a lot further, you know, within society and here on YouTube. Because, you know, my mother always told me it's not always what you say, but it's how you say it. And you say things very disrespectful, or you say it with a lot of hate behind it, then of course people are going to attack you. People are going to come after you. So you have to be very mindful of what and how you say certain things, because things can easily be taken out of context. But that's pretty much all I want to say in this video. You know, let's try to keep down the YouTube beast because it really is immature and it's bullshit. If it's not something that you feel like you need to address in an actual video, leave it alone. Now, you know, these trolls out here, these people have to be addressed and they need to be called out because that's, you know, it's really getting ridiculous with these YouTube trolls out here. But, you know, it's all about just picking and choosing your battles. But I'm out, y'all. Peace.